There's a moment most people ignore. A sudden flash, a strange friction in the fabric of an ordinary day. You wake up, and a name echoes in your mind. Someone from 10 years ago. Someone you haven't thought of in a lifetime. You brush it off. You drink your coffee. You step into the crowded city. And then, at a random street corner, you bump shoulders with a stranger. You turn around to apologize, and it's them. The rational mind wants to laugh. It wants to call it an accident, a statistical anomaly, but deep down, beneath the logic, something else stirs. A cold, quiet realization that the universe isn't just a dead machine. It feels intentional. Carl Jung observed this chill, this sudden tear in the veil of reality. He didn't call it luck. He called it synchronicity. We are taught to view the world through a single lens, cause and effect. A rock falls because gravity pulls it. A light turns on because a switch was flipped. This is causality. The bedrock of our modern world. It makes us feel safe. It makes the world predictable, but it also makes it entirely sterile. We assume everything can be measured, calculated, explained away. But what happens when the inner world of your thoughts and the outer world of physical matter collide? Not through a physical force, but through meaning. Science tells us it's just a coincidence, a trick of large numbers. But Jung disagreed. He believed that when an event shakes your soul, treating it as an accident is a form of psychological blindness. There are connections that do not require a push. They require an understanding. In the 1920s, Jung sat in his quiet Zurich clinic. Across from him was a woman, highly educated, intensely rational. Her mind was an impenetrable fortress of pure logic. She could analyze her pain, but she couldn't feel it. Jung felt entirely stuck. Her rigid intellect was blocking her healing. During a critical session, she began to describe a dream, a vivid, strange dream, where someone handed her a piece of jewelry, a golden scarab beetle. As she was speaking, Jung heard a gentle tapping behind him on the window pane. He turned, he opened the glass, and into the dim room flew a real insect. A golden green scarab beetle, exceedingly rare for that climate. Jung caught it in his hand. He walked over to his patient. He handed it to her, and he said, "Here is your scarab." In that single second, her fortress crumbled. The dream and the physical reality had met, not by cause, but by an undeniable, unshakable meaning. Jung knew the world would call him mad. So he didn't walk this path alone. For 20 years, he collaborated with a man of absolute numbers, Wolfgang Pauli, a founding father of quantum mechanics, a Nobel Prize winner. But Pauli carried a dark secret. His brilliant mind was accompanied by chaos. Everywhere he went, advanced laboratory equipment would suddenly explode, shatter, fail. His colleagues joked about it. They called it the Pauli effect. But to Pauli, it was a living nightmare, an unexplainable leak between his internal anxiety and the physical world. He wrote to Jung, two giants from opposite poles of human thought, sitting in the dark, trying to find the bridge. Pauli showed Jung that at the subatomic layer, the rigid laws of the universe simply vanish. In the depths of physics lies a truth that terrified even Einstein. Quantum entanglement, two particles born from the same source, separated, one kept on Earth, the other taken to the furthest edge of the cosmos, light years away. If you alter the particle on Earth, its twin changes its state at the exact same microsecond. No signal is sent, no physical force travels through the dark. They move as one. Space is revealed to be an illusion. Jung and Pauli asked the ultimate question. If the building blocks of matter can behave this way, why should the human psyche be any different? What if an intense, unresolved emotional state within your unconscious is quantumly entangled with an event waiting for you in the street? To explain this unity, Jung looked backward to an ancient Latin concept, Unus Mundus, the one world. We live in a state of constant separation, inside versus outside, me versus them, the mind versus the machine. But Unus Mundus suggests that beneath the surface of daily life, at a depth we cannot see, mind and matter are not opposites. They are the exact same thing, two sides of a single coin. When you fall apart inside, the coin flips, and the outer world begins to reflect, the shatter. A synchronicity is not a lucky accident. It is not a coincidence. It is a momentary tear in the fabric of your separation, a quiet reminder from the universe that you are not a visitor here. You are not passing through. You are the landscape itself. But here is where the path grows dangerous. The human brain is a desperate machine. It hates chaos. It fears randomness. If you look for the number 23, you will find it on every clock, every license plate, every receipt. This is not synchronicity. This is apophenia, the psychological delusion and of forcing meaning onto empty noise. Most people fall into this trap. They see a sign in every falling leaf, a message in every passing car. They turn the universe into an obsession. Jung warned against this. True synchronicity doesn't require you to hunt for it. It hunts you. It arrives uninvited, and it carries a weight that cannot be faked. Not an excitement, but a heavy, solemn necessity. How do you know the difference? Jung said, true synchronicity only occurs during a crisis of the soul, when you are at a crossroads, when you are mourning, when you are about to abandon who you are. Deep within your unconscious lies the collective memory of humanity, the archetypes, the ancient patterns of the human experience, the warrior, the mother, the shadow. When you face a crisis, an archetype activates. It releases an immense magnetic pressure, and like a stone dropped into calm water, it creates ripples that warp the physical world around you. The coincidence is simply the archetype externalizing itself. The universe is speaking the language of your own hidden depths. When the inner and outer worlds mirror each other, the wall of your ego becomes thin. You begin to realize that your fears are not hidden. They are projected out into the open. If you carry a deep, unhealed wound, The universe will keep bringing you the exact same scenarios, the exact same types of people, the exact same random encounters, not to punish you, but to show you what is running underground. A synchronicity can be a harsh mirror. It shows you the shadows you refuse to look at when you're awake. It turns the material world into a theater of your own unconscious mind. To understand the sign, you must stop looking at the event and start looking at the observer. Jung spent his final years obsessed with an ancient Chinese text, the I Ching, the Book of Changes. For thousands of years, sages dropped coins or scattered sticks to answer the questions of the soul. To the Western mind, this is superstition, gambling. But Jung saw something else. He realized the I Ching was built entirely on the principle of synchronicity. It assumes that the state of the universe at the exact second you drop the coins is completely entangled with the state of your mind. There is no luck. There is only the present moment, an unbroken circle where everything happening right now belongs together. We have forgotten how to read the circle. We have become so obsessed with looking forward and looking backward that we no longer see the pattern of the now. Time is not a straight line. We view it as a road stretching from yesterday into tomorrow, but synchronicity suggests time is a sphere. Everything coexists. The moment your problem was born is the exact same moment its solution was created. They are moving toward each other in a non-linear dance. When a meaningful coincidence occurs, it is simply the geometry of time folding in on itself, bringing 2 points together that were always meant to meet. It is an alignment of horizontal time, the clock, with vertical time, the meaningful moment. When they intersect, reality pauses and you are forced to see the architecture beneath. So, why does it matter? Why does the universe bother to mimic your thoughts? Because it is trying to bring you back to yourself. When you live purely by logic, when you lose your internal compass, your unconscious grows desperate. It cannot speak to you in words because the noise of your life is too loud. So it speaks through the world. It coordinates an encounter. It drops a book at your feet. It plays a song on the radio at the exact moment you needed the lyric. It is an unspoken dialogue, a cosmic mirror showing you what you have abandoned. The coincidence is a compass, pointing not to an external destination, but inward. To live in a world of synchronicity is to stop forcing. Most of us spend our lives trying to control the currents. We plan, we worry, we build fortresses against the unexpected. But a meaningful coincidence asks you to surrender that control. It asks you to trust that there is an underlying current carrying you exactly where you need to be, even when it feels like chaos, even when it looks like a dead end. The scarab flew through Jung's window, not because he planned it, but because reality allowed it. When you align your conscious intention with your deepest truth, the universe stops pushing back. It begins to cooperate. We are not alone. That is the final, ultimate message of Carl Jung's work. The separation we feel is a construct of our fragile ego. We are deeply embedded in a living, breathing, conscious cosmos. Every meaningful coincidence gives a wink from the collective mind, a small, quiet confirmation that you are on the right track, or a gentle, sudden nudge to tell you that you've strayed too far. The universe is not silent. It has never been silent. It is constantly speaking to you in the language of events, in the syntax of accidents, in the vocabulary of the impossible. You only need the eyes to see it. The next time the world breaks its own rules for you, don't just smile, don't just walk away. Stop, look around. What were you thinking at that exact second? What truth were you trying to run from? The threads are there. They have always been there, waiting for you to look up. You are not a stranger in a cold vacuum. You are being watched by your own soul. Listen to the cracks, pay attention to the whispers, because the universe is tired of you treating your life as an accident. If you felt that shift today, that quiet recognition, leave a comment below. Let me know that you're starting to see the threads. Subscribe to The Dark Knight's Psyche and walk carefully. The next sign is already looking for you.